For a fresh hack, you can start over, but I'm just going to move on with the same request. So there are several ways to include a file which is stored local or on a remote server. And also there are several ways to execute the files that are executable. So the first way is to contaminate the log file, then include the contaminated log file into the page. Okay, so just send the first request, then go to bbox, open terminal, and type tail/var/log/apache2/access.log. So this log file contains the GET requests that we sent. So now I'm going to contaminate this file with a PHP script. So going back to Kali, I'm going to paste this PHP code, and it's a simple PHP shell. It'll execute the value of a command parameter sent over the URL as an operating system command, and send the request. There's nothing with a request, so go to bbox, run the same command in terminal. So here is a PHP code that we sent over URL. Now go back to Kali and delete this code and type /var/log/apache2/access.log &command equals pwd. All right, so no, it doesn't work. The command is not executed. We got a permission denied error. So that just means we need to try something else. Now, there is a special file in the directory /proc/self/environ. Now, in order to contaminate this file, we need to add the simple PHP shell as the value of the user agent header. So I'm going to paste it in here. Now send the request and have a look at the response. No, it doesn't work as well. We got the same error. So, okay, we can try it a different way. I need a clear request, so I'll go back. And I will change this payload to a PHP wrapper this time. So let's add php://input here. And now paste the PHP shell script to the body of the request, like this. All right, so now send the request and look at the response. That's it. Yeah, this time the command works. And okay, so change to the list command. And it works. So now let's go a little further and open a netcat shell in bbox. So the first thing that we need to do here is we need to learn where the netcat binary is. Sometimes it can reside in different directories, so it's not too hard to find. Just type which $20 in C. $20 is the URL encoded space character, and send it. And here is netcat under the bin directory. And here are the bash commands to open a reverse shell from bbox to Kali. So now I'm going to copy the second one. Now sometimes it doesn't work because of the difference between the versions of netcat. So your version and the version on the target may cause problems. But in a situation like that, you can always use the third line as the reverse shell. Okay, so I'm going to paste it here and send it. I think something went wrong. I don't see a response. There's nothing in it. Okay, so I found it. Yeah, it's for sure a URL encode problem. So let's open up the decoder tool, paste here, encode as URL. Okay, copy all of that wild output and paste instead of this. Now, before sending the request, open terminal And of course, we should listen for the incoming shell connection, NC-NLVP443. Now, go to burp again. Now send the request. Now, I wait for this empty response pane in a previous attempt, so I think we get the shell. Go to terminal, and here is a connection IP address of bbox. So this way, Netcat provides us a shell interface on bbox. So now we can execute the bash shell commands on bbox. ID to see the current user, and you can execute every command that your user is able to execute. And what do you know? We can traverse between folders, list them. Now, from here on out, it's up to you and your imagination. What can you find? We are going to exploit the remote file inclusion in the next lesson.